It's Peaches here, and this is Peaches Pit Party, the podcast. A lot of puh sounds with that title. A replay of today's full show, which you can hear weekday afternoons live on K-Barrel 101. I hope you like what I have to say, and if not, well, then I'm sorry, not sorry. Enjoy. It is pre-Friday, a.k.a. Thursday. How's it going? The start of Peaches Pit Party is right now here with you till 7 p.m., leading up to Hard Drive XL with the one, the only Lou Brutus. If you want to get a hold of me, 208-535-1015. I was reading this here story about this massive promotional blimp that crashed in Brazil. It's a huge blimp that was sent up by a major soccer team for a promo blitz turned into a real PR nightmare. It came crashing down in a residential area in Sao Paulo, Brazil, injuring the pilot. Now, this is getting national news. TMZ is the one who posted this. So I'm thinking, maybe we should spend a little money on a K-Bear blimp and fake, and I mean really fake, like an accident happened. So then it says, oh, the K-Bear blimp crashed into a field. The pilot's okay, though. Somehow that gets national attention. We're just having real big letters on the side of the blimp. Download the K-Bear app if you want a great rock station, great music channel. It could be a great investment. That's all I'm saying. I'm only kidding. 208-535-1015. That is the number to reach me. Give me a call if you want a song request or anything like that. Got some skill at Blink-182 and more to continue our afternoon here together. It looks like we are seeing the death of the stretch limo. It wasn't that long ago that stretch limousines were a sign of wealth, something to envy. Every celebrity was in one. These days, the companies that rent limos are shrinking their fleets, instead renting more SUVs, party buses, where passengers don't have to awkwardly crawl out in their fancy clothes. It's very true. Like if you go into the what they call the deep end of the limo, you have to just crouch and make your way to the very end of the vehicle to get out of that thing. They're still decent. They're still fun to be in. But party buses, I haven't been in a party bus since my high school prom, but that was a whole lot of fun back then. I have seen that like the generic celebrity car now are those Escalades. Maybe even like a GMC Yukon that's decked out, all black, all dark tinted windows so you can't see who's inside. If you still think stretch limos are cool, you're still in luck. Used ones are still being bought and sold online in places like Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, with many priced between $5,000 and $20,000. That's not bad. It'd be kind of weird to drive that in the wintertime, though, wouldn't it? It'd be tough to drive from here to Salt Lake City. Somehow, some way, if we got a K-Bear limousine, you know who they would force to drive it. Me. And Victor would be in the back, drive faster. You know, chilling, relaxing, thinking he's king or whatever. No idea what I'm reading here. A photographer at this elementary school in Chesapeake, Virginia, was escorted off campus for allegedly asking to eat a child's soul. Parent Rachel Feld said the photographer made her son cry while he was getting his school photo taken. The lady said, I know people are trying to say, oh, she's just joking. It was just funny, but not funny. The school sent out an email notifying parents of the situation, but did not name the photographer in their messaging. LifeTouch, who apparently employed the photographer, has launched an internal investigation. I would like to know if this was like some sort of terrible joke that the mom just overheard and got freaked out about. It is a very weird thing to say to a young kid. You got to be careful. You got to be very careful. Can eat a child's soul. If some photographer said that to me when I was a kid, I'd go running too. It'd be very stupid to see some giant second grader running away crying, but yeah, it would have happened. I was reading here about Halloween shopping season got off to a very early start this year. I see candy everywhere now in Walmart, grocery outlet, etc. But despite that, experts say Americans are likely to spend less on Halloween this year than last year. I don't know how I feel about buying Halloween candy this early on. We're still more than a month away from Halloween, and for the most part, I'll be eating the candy in the bag and not giving them out to trick-or-treaters. My front door is in a very weird spot, and it's also an apartment building. So I don't think I'll be getting any trick-or-treaters. I don't think I have gotten any. I should put a bowl out full of candy for trick-or-treaters, and I'll probably be inside playing Xbox or something. I don't know what I'll be doing this year for Halloween, but I know for the month of October, we'll be doing the haunted meetups thanks to Wackerly Auto Center, Wackerly Subaru, and Grease Monkey. And I was thinking about dressing up as Bane this year, but I really don't have the money to buy the various parts for that costume, nor do I want to do a DIY version. Like, if I'm going to be Bane this year, I want to buy the full-on mask and everything. I'm not going to, like, dye a CPAP mask black and put it on my face. That'd be stupid. Here's Fat Bane. I would have to get, like, the jacket he wears in some scenes. I already have the crazy big boots and well, I might need to get some, like, black cargo pants or something like that to go along with it. Because for the most part, Bane usually wears a tank top, and I'm not wearing that during the month of October once we start getting even cooler temperatures heading towards winter. Maybe next year. Maybe finally next year I'll dress up as Bane, or my other idea is to dress up as Kane, the wrestler. Get that black and red mask. Get that suit he used to wear. Two ideas. Well, we'll see if I dress up this year. In a move that's bound to get the MLB Players Association to file a grievance, the Pittsburgh Pirates designated first baseman Rowdy Tellez for assignment just 4 plate appearances short of making a $200,000 bonus. Pirates general manager Ben Cherington told reporters that the upcoming bonus didn't have any impact at all on his decision to remove Tellez from the roster with just 5 games left this season. The Pirates, who signed Tellez to a 1-year, $3.2 million deal, have the second lowest payroll in Major League Baseball at $85 million. In college football news, UNLV quarterback Matthew Slucka announced that he's sitting out the rest of the season after leading the team to a 3-0 start, and the decision is based on money. Slucka said that certain commitments made to him after transferring would not be fulfilled in the future, so he wouldn't play the rest of the year. Those quote-unquote commitments would be NIL money promised him, as Slucka's father said that his son has only received $3,000 of the $100,000 deal so far. The elder Slucka said that UNLV told his son they would pay him via a payment plan that got pushed back 3 times, and then was told last week the school would only pay $3,000 for his relocation to Las Vegas. And another thing about UNLV, I guess, while UNLV was sorting things out with their quarterback by sending out a legal ESE response statement on Twitter, another UNLV player, running back Michael Allen, decided to quit the team, take a redshirt year, and will be entering the transfer portal for next season. Allen said he was grateful for UNLV and wishes them nothing but success, but decided to push the eject button because expectations for opportunities were not met. Yikes. Looks like it's not looking good for UNLV. That does it for your Shot Clock Sports Update right here on K-Barrel 101. Some lady went on a rant on Twitter, or should I say X, that she's been having trouble at work. Well, she's not having trouble doing her job. It's more so her bosses being weird. Because, the stereotypical job is 9 to 5. I work here 8 to 5. And I sometimes wish my shifts were longer because there's so much work needing to be done all in one day. Takes a while to get some things done around here. This salaried employee was disciplined because she would start 15 minutes late the day after working like 12 hours. So she'd work 10 to 12 hours one day. The next day she would show up 15 minutes late or leave a little early the next day. But then they yelled at her for doing that and said, "Hey, our hours are 9 to 5. So now she's been working strictly 9 to 5, and I guess they don't like that either. And she was going on this whole rant on Twitter saying, "Mind you, my boss works 10 to 3 every day, but doesn't get how it might be chill to let me grab a coffee for 10 minutes in the morning when I worked 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. the day before. No more working outside of 9 to 5 now." It's like, yeah, make your employees work 9 to 5 and not get most of the things done, or have them be there until the job gets done and then move on to the next day. Something like that. I honestly wish we would move towards the 4-day, 10-hour shifts. Have 3-day weekends. 2-day weekends are way too short. Way too short. 4 days, 10-hour shifts here, 3-day weekends, have Fridays off. It'd be so great. I saw here that in the radio prep, as we head towards the spoopy season of Halloween, ghosts and goblins will be all around us, so be sure to check your Ring doorbell camera if you have one, because you never know what type of paranormal activity you might see. If your camera does happen to detect some ghostly action, it says to be sure to send the video to Ring because you could win $100,000. It's one of those contests where you're like, okay, maybe one person's going to get all the money. Maybe. That, or maybe they're just trying to promote the brand. from what it seems like. You never really see who wins this type of a contest. Just like those that will say, like, hey, if you ate only Chipotle for like 2 months straight, you could win. Well, Chipotle will give you $10,000 to one lucky person who eats Chipotle for like 2 months straight. You never know who wins that and gets to have that opportunity. You never meet anybody who's ever won that. Or at least I never have. You think you would see someone bragging about that job online or something like that. Even when it comes to like trying to catch ghosts on a Ring doorbell camera, clearly someone's going to fake it and then send it in. You see these ghost hunting shows all the time, like Ghost Adventures. You never really see anything on there besides like maybe a light on the wall that disappears real fast, or they hear something. You never really see a full-on ghost walking down the hallway. I used to be a big-time fan of Ghost Adventures, but then I got so over the fact that they would just scream and yell at every little thing like, oh, we heard somebody whisper the word "the," and they would run out of there. Or Nick would run out of there. Zach would kind of just try to calm Nick down. It was totally over-dramatized. Do I want to visit his museum in Vegas? Definitely. His museum in Vegas seems cool. I do like this story here about a restaurant either coming to Rexburg or has just opened up in Rexburg. No, it's going to open up in mid-October. Sparks Barbecue. East Idaho News posted this article here about the owners of that new Rexburg restaurant. They have turned negative social media comments into a clever marketing tool. You know, people around here especially like to critique businesses coming in and out, even businesses like In-N-Out Burger too. Well, somebody commented on one of their posts about Sparks Barbecue coming to Rexburg saying, I'm betting they will be gone by spring. And as per usual, one of the words is misspelled completely. I'm betting they will be gone by, and they wrote BYE, spring. If you're going to talk some trash, make sure to spell your words correctly. But luckily, this restaurant said, hey, Dave, stop by in April. We'll buy you lunch. They're saying, hey, come back when we're, or come by when we're open. Once spring comes here. Sparks Barbecue. I like the way they're doing things. Because for the most part on Facebook especially, I've noticed it's a lot of dudes that are in like their, I would say, early 40s to late 50s. That age range, they're complaining the most on Facebook. I don't know if they just like have their phones out, they're scrolling Facebook trying to find things to complain about, or if they see an article pop up on their feed and they go, how could I complain about this certain thing? I got it. Okay, I'll use this. And yeah, it's like, dude, get a life. Quit complaining on Facebook and just enjoy a new business coming to Rexburg. Victor, I think, talked about this on his morning show earlier today. On Ask Reddit, there was a question, what is your best or worst don't meet your hero story? And it's sad to see, like, one of your favorite celebrities to be talked about being mean behind the scenes, because you don't want to believe it until you finally have an experience of your own with that person. You go, man, they were right, or maybe they were wrong. Maybe that's, people just have bad days, and maybe they caught them in a bad time. But one of the top comments here said, I met Weird Al and got Starbucks and didn't know what to say to him. I finally blurted out, I know you probably hear this a lot, but I'm a huge fan. He actually smiled and responded saying, I do hear that a lot, but I've never heard it from you. Made that person's day. And Weird Al, that's going to be so cool to have him here in the area, because I've been wanting to see Weird Al for the longest time. He seems like a genuinely nice dude, and I'm glad to see that he actually is. Same with, Henry Winkler. I just posted about him and I think Billy Crystal. They're here in Idaho at Jimmy Kimmel's Lodge. It'd be so cool to meet Henry Winkler. That's one of my dad's favorite shows from back in the day, Happy Days. And it would be great to get Henry Winkler to sign something for my dad. I'd just love to meet him and even take a selfie with him, because I feel like it would be funny for the Fonz and Peaches to be together in one photo. Man, he seems so cool. And hearing his backstory, too, about how his parents would call him, stupid because he has dyslexia. There's a whole thing about that. And for him to go through that and still be one of the nicest people, truly awesome. You don't hear anything bad about Keanu Reeves either. I feel like he's just a regular person that seems awfully nice. I might need to save this question for To Peach Their Own, see if anybody here in the K-Bear Rock Army has any best or worst don't meet your hero stories. Now that football season is here, you see videos pop up on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever it may be, of people being let down by their favorite team. Some even yell at their families because their team lost. It's not that serious. Same with those that like break their televisions because their team missed the extra point and lost the game. Again, not that serious. I came up with a great punishment for those people. How about if they break their TV, yell at their families, do whatever it may be to be overly obsessive with their favorite team? How about we just say, hey, you know what? How about you try being on the field? Why don't you try being a wide receiver for, let's say, the Philadelphia Eagles, and you try catching a pass from Jalen Hurts? I can guarantee you one play will happen. They won't come close to the ball. And if they do somehow catch the ball, that person's going to be tackled by a crazy athletic player. It's a huge debate my dad and I used to have, because my dad will sometimes mumble like, "Oh, that idiot," and he always thinks that he would make a great coach for the Dodgers. He gets real upset when Dave Roberts makes a bad decision. And my dad used to be a baseball pitcher. He doesn't really say, "Oh, you dummy," for football. He doesn't. He's only passionate really about the Dodgers or even the Lakers too. But we used to have this debate when I was in high school. Like, yeah, Dad, I could survive more than one play out in the NFL. And he was like, yeah, right. You'd be out. You'd be done for. If I had proper training, I think now maybe I would not survive. I would take one wrong tackle. My leg would go out. I'd get the wind knocked out of me. You got to think about this. Football is a crazy, crazy, crazy sport. It said somewhere online a couple years ago about how these NFL players go through what feels like multiple car crashes just in one game alone. Not practice, anything like that. Just in one game alone, it feels like they've gone through multiple car crashes. Hence why all of these NFL players struggle with CTE. It's a very dangerous sport. I don't get why parents push their kids to play it too. Their kids are growing. Their joints need to be in place. All this stuff. But going back to the whole point of the NFL thing, it's like, dude, imagine seeing some dad out there trying to catch a ball from Jalen Hurts, dropping the ball, and then having the players yell at that guy. It's like they're professional athletes. They're supposed to do their job. But it's not that serious. Again, yeah, it's not that serious. K-Bear 101. I had to bring in Victor for this break here because this is some flawed logic that people use. People think for some reason if snow comes in, a lot of snow comes in, magically all the people that moved here will just leave.
No, that hasn't happened. We had, was it 2 winters ago that it was just brutal? Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
2 winters ago was pretty bad. This past winter showed up real late.
Yeah, last winter wasn't too bad. We had the one real bad, heavy snowstorm that, was back-breaking to deal with.
And then according to the Farmer's Almanac, that this year it's going to be wet and warm.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We'll wait and see. I would love it if it just rained all winter. That'd be great.
Oh, then you get the climate people screaming about how it's changing and all that stuff. I don't want to. Yeah, no, thank you. But somebody on the I Grew Up in Idaho Facebook group posted Idaho winter back in 1952, and it shows all these old-timey cars with the snow piled up high around each one of them.
Yeah, did they say where that was taken?
No. Just says Idaho winter 1952.
Because there are areas you could still drive through that will look like that. Now, depending on where the photo was taken, if you head up north, you could be dealing with that type of a tunnel through snow.
And I was laughing at this guy because this is one of those typical Facebook profiles where the guy probably in his early 40s to late 50s has nothing else better to do than to go on Facebook. He doesn't even have a profile picture of himself. He has like the American flag or something like cartoony. This one's just American flag with, for some reason, the monkey from the Lion King meditating.
Okay.
And interesting. He had the top controversial comment of, we need one like that now to send all of these implants packing, just saying.
Yeah.
And I've been here for what? For almost 4 years now?
People, maybe there's some who will leave because of the winter, but there's just as many people who were born and raised here who would gladly leave because of winter.
There's a guy in the building here that has multiple properties. and he'll leave during the wintertime.
Here in the building? We got a snowbird in the building?
Yeah.
What?
Let me say his name off the air to you, or turn the mics off?
Turn the
real quick?
mics off. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Lucky him.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
Because I think I talked to Josh, and he was like, "Yeah, well, he's gone. He's gone for the winter. He'll be back."
Arizona?
I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's where most smart people go during the winter.
Smart people.
go to Arizona.
Why would you want to have multiple properties too? Like, I'm trying to think of it as like, that's a lot of hassle. Like, if I had a property here in Idaho and then also had a property like in Arizona too, and you had to keep going back and forth.
Yeah.
It's I feel like it'd be much better just to be in, I mean, I don't know, because Arizona year round would probably suck too.
Yeah. You know, when Arizona starts to suck, it's the perfect time to come back here, and here is not sucking. When it starts to suck here, it's getting to be really nice.
Well, then
there.
why don't you sell both places and you go to a place like San Francisco, California?
Well, that's the problem.
Or even
San
Southern
Diego?
California. Not San Diego, but more so Orange County.
I don't know. I don't know much about Orange County. I know that San Diego's about 70 year round, but you could sell an Idaho home and an Arizona home and still not have near enough money to buy a San Diego
what are you
home.
talking about, Victor? I just saw the average home value in Orange County is $1.1 million, Victor.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, it's nothing. That's nothing.
It's up 10% from a year ago, according to Zillow.
Pocket change. Now look up San Diego.
Oh, I
look
bet.
up San Diego average home
San Diego
price.
used to be the cheapest place to live. It was one of the cheaper places to go to.
Now it's one of the most expensive, if not the most expensive in the country.
It's a little bit less.
Really?
It's $1,013,179.
Less than Orange County, huh?
The average home price there.
Still 1 million. You hear that? 1 million.
Yeah, let me look up like
if you didn't inherit a home from, your grandparents or something, or a mass inheritance, how can anybody move from a place like here to there unless they've struck it rich?
Unless you've decided to move into a house with 5 of your friends.
Yeah.
Like what I've seen popping up as of late of people moving into homes with friends, and like these couples are moving in with other couples. I'm like, no, thank you. I don't want to share a property with a couple.
Yeah, it would be helpful to me if I had a roommate financially, and I have room for a roommate, that's for sure. But, if you can get away with living on your own, like, I'm not building up any savings because I'm living alone, but that's what you pay for. If I want to just sit in my living room and fall asleep in the middle of the day, nobody's going to wake me up. If I want to, take all my clothes off and run around my house, there's nobody there who's going to be bothered by it except, the cats might be disturbed. They might be disturbed by it. I don't do that and, upset the cats.
I'm looking at this 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, 1,300 square feet in San Diego, very close to the water. $625,000.
$625,000?
Yeah.
What? Is it a dump?
It's a decent looking house. I mean, compared to some places in California.
Is there bars on every window?
Let me check on the photos. It looks decent. I mean, the wallpaper's hideous.
All right, it's outdated.
Whoa!
Wow. I mean, me, though, I'd be like, yeah, this is fine. It's painted teal everywhere inside.
Listeners, there's a key lime pie green wallpaper in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's pretty hideous on the inside.
What happened here? Who decided this?
Look at that one it's got one pink wall, one old wood paneling wall, and blue carpet.
Yeah, what is that carpet?
That is an ugly house for sure.
Is that why they're asking like $625,000?
Yeah,
because that's supposedly a bargain.
That's a bargain in San Diego.
Well, let's go to a place that's
find one that
1.2. This is $1.3 million.
Okay, let's check it out.
3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 965
Those
square
must be
feet.
tiny bedrooms.
My apartment is 900 square feet.
Yeah, so imagine if they crammed into your apartment 3 bedroom and 3 bath. That doesn't even make sense. Is it a mobile home?
It looks to be. It looks like
I'm guessing
it's
a manufactured home. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah,
I mean,
it's
pretty
the kitchen is.
Yeah,
There's a little counter there.
That makes my kitchen look big.
Wow.
Yeah. $1.3 million for that.
Hey, the $1.6 million, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2,223
Okay,
square
so that's
feet.
reasonable square footage.
You got an island barbecue in the backyard. That looks puny on the outside.
It does. Does it have a basement or something?
It must. Yeah, the walls are all white.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an upstairs. Okay.
Okay. From the outside, yeah, it's a weird photo from the outside.
Oh yeah, look at it. Look.
Oh, the angle they had, you couldn't see that. Okay, so the backyard must slope down.
The front part of the house is one story. The back part of the house is two.
Two. Okay. All right, that makes more sense. What a weird looking house.
Yeah, I don't know, because I feel like some of these places you're like, okay, is it really worth living in San Diego?
1.6 million. 1.6 million. I mean, I'm never going to be able to afford that. Yesterday, I went home and the side of Koopa's face was all swollen up.
Why?
Because he had an abscess in his face. I had to rush him to the vet, and they had to, squeeze a bunch of pus out of his head.
Oh.
There was $150, just bam.
Look at my parents' house.
I'm trying to look at the estimate there. Your parents, high rollers, they're rich if they sell their home.
They just bought it years ago.
Yeah.
My grandpa was the guy that bought a house when these were first built in this neighborhood.
They were like $5,000.
It was when they took out all these orange groves and decided to put like 6 of the same home. Or like 6 different models, but they're all the same within like this giant neighborhood they decided to put in.
Yeah, why didn't my parents buy a house somewhere, that ended up being real expensive so that I could have got a fat inheritance?
Well, I think I told you the reason why they moved to this neighborhood is because they were in Carson, California, which is a dump.
Mm-hmm.
My Uncle Sonny, who's like the nerdiest sibling of my dad's, he's the oldest sibling too. He was walking down the street. Some guy walks up, breaks his jaw with a pipe. He got jumped, and the phone, keys, wallet, all stolen from him.
That was Carson, California?
Yeah, so my grandpa, he had like the deepest voice possible. He just goes, "We're out of here.
We're out of here. No more of this dump."
And he's like, "We're going to a rich neighborhood." Moved to Candleberry in Seal Beach.
All right.
Yeah, how much is a house on Candleberry?
Yeah, find one that's for sale.
Look at these. They're all 1.5, 1.7, 1.3. And they're like I said, they're all the same home essentially.
Yeah, they do all look pretty much the same.
That's the exact same. It's the exact same as my parents, but it's flipped.
Yeah, and so what's the square footage on this thing?
2,542.
Okay, so just a pretty normal house.
Yeah,
normal house. 1.5 million. Crazy.
How much square footage is my parents' place? Because I want to know. It's 2,527.
Yeah, so that's smaller than my house. Smaller than my house.
But my parents' house is more money than yours.
It's worth way more.
That.
Yeah, if they were to sell their house, they could move here and buy something ridiculous for half the price.
To those Idahoans that are concerned about Peach's parents moving to Idaho Falls, they don't ever plan on it ever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
My mom doesn't want to encounter the snow.
I don't blame her.
My dad is one of those guys now. It's like, oh, it's 55. I'm freezing.
Oh yeah, it happens as you get older.
And he's rail thin too. I think that's what me being the bigger dude. I'm like, I'm sweating. It's like 55 degrees out. I'm hot, and it's like, oh, because I'm 330 pounds. I'm fine.
Yeah, like little Steve, my drummer. He came over the other weekend, and we did some jamming. And Steve's very, very skinny.
Yeah,
and I keep my house really cold. So he had a hoodie on. He put his hoodie on in my house.
Yeah, to me, hoodies can be like my worst enemy. Especially in the wintertime, if someone cranks the heater and I'm in the passenger seat with a hoodie on, I take the hoodie off. I can't do it.
I hear you.
I like how we went from house talk to now weather talk.
Yeah. Now I'm going to get back to Christmas music, Peaches. Let's talk about Christmas. Yeah.
As we're skipping over Halloween, we're bringing in Christmas music. That was the big secret that you told me off the air.
I know.
You said no more K-Bear rockin' Halloween with No Limit Guitar Company. As a matter of fact, we're going to Christmas tunes.
Yeah,
it's starting this month.
Starting tomorrow.
Starting tomorrow, yes.
Tomorrow it's Christmas tunes.
Oh, man. Can you please do that for your Metal Morning Wake Up Call?
Play a Christmas song?
Play a Christmas song.
I'll try to remember.
I can slide one in, maybe. Just put Mariah Carey.
We have August Burns Red Christmas.
No, but put like Mariah Carey in there.
Just All I Want for Christmas Is You?
Yeah.
All right. I'll have to do it.
Disneyland, it's an expensive place to go, but if you can go, I suggest you do, okay? It's a fun time. You get to go on all these cool rides. If you're a Disney fanatic, you should definitely go. Make your way out to Southern California. Do not try sneaking your kids in, though. This 28-year-old woman, she was arrested after being caught sneaking her 2 young children into Disneyland's California Adventure Park, which she is alleged to have done 4 times in the past 2 months. How did she try hiding her kids? It doesn't say. It says she's accused of passing her kids. Oh, wait, here it is. She's accused of passing her kids off for under 2-year-olds when they're clearly older. Video shared on TikTok shows the mother screaming as she's escorted out of the park in handcuffs as her kids are crying. She probably did that whole I'm innocent type of yell, and these guys are harassing me, that type of thing. I thought for some reason, like maybe she tried hiding them in like suitcases, or worse, like even under her shirt, like they were small enough to where it's like, there's nothing to see here at all. I like how there's a whole radio prep story. If you're flying and that person next to you decides to let it rip and fart right next to you, or even worse, the person just overall smells. I do know some people that just overall smell bad, and they have absolutely no idea. They can turn a flight into a miserable experience, including having to sit next to that stinky passenger for hours upon hours. So several airline professionals have now offered some tips you can try to make your experience a little more tolerable. It says here to open the eyeball vent above you and point the airflow vent straight down in front of you. That should help. Throw one of those disposable masks in your bag, and even if you're not afraid of germs, that can be a barrier to one of those smells. Here's the one I like the most. Put a dab of Vicks Vapor Rub or an essential oil like peppermint under your nose. What if like the two scents combine, you just get like stinky peppermint? Or, this is also a good one too, very discreetly tell a flight attendant about the smell. They can lower the temperature in the cabin, which may actually keep smells from spreading. If that person farts next to me, I'm not going to be at all like, hey, this person just farted. I'm going to be like, hey, this person's now tooting back here. Can I switch seats if there even is an extra one? I'll sit in the lavatory to get away from this guy. Today's to peach their own question. Well, I just decided, you know what? I'm going to take what Victor posted on the K-Bear 101 Idaho Rock and Metal Facebook group and use that. If your if your child was named after a 10 out of 10 album, what would their name be? One of the best albums of 2024 was that album right there, Nothing More, featuring Angel Song, David Draymond. That album's called Carnal, so if I were to name my kid that, Carnal Peach, that sounds like it could be passable. Better than the Death of Peace of Mind Peach. So if your child was named after a 10 out of 10 album, what would their name be? Let me know, 208-535-1015 for to peach their own. If you had to name your future kid after a 10 out of 10 album, what would your kid's name be?
Oh, 10 out of 10 album. Ooh, that's a tough one, honestly.
It is pretty tough. I mean, I got to go with the Death of Peace of Mind Peach, or the Carnal from Nothing More. That was a great album that came out this year.
Which I appreciate the fact that I actually won a CD of that from you guys.
Did you listen to it?
It hasn't left my CD player since the day I got it in the car.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Top to bottom, it is pretty good.
Yeah, that band, Nothing More, highly underrated. I love those guys.
But I don't think I could go with Carnal Brown.
Carnal Brown?
For a kid's name.
It's Charlie Brown's cousin. Hey, K-Bear, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you, Peaches?
Doing fantastic. If you had to name your kid after a 10 out of 10 album, what would their name be?
I'd name him Black off of Metallica, because my last name is Smith.
Black Smith has a Black Smith.
Yeah. Why not?
It's almost as bad as my me choosing the Allman Brothers Band Eat a Peach album, so it's Eat a Peach, Peach.
Yeah, really.
Thanks for listening to Peach's Pit Party, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Peach's Pit Party is hosted by me, Peaches, and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com. Until next time, Peach out.